Hello friends, in this video we are going to see accounting treatments of important terms in non-trading organization. Okay, it will help to understand the final accounts of non-trading organization. There are three types of final accounts of non-trading organization, that is receipt and payment account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. Okay, these important terminologies will help to understand the final accounts of non-trading organization. It is also called as non-profit organization. See, first terminology is subscription. What is meant by subscription? Subscription is an amount of money that member pay regularly to be a member of an organization or club. Okay, to avail the service of that organization or that club, the member has to pay some amount of subscription. That is the subscription is the income for the non-profit organization, or we can say non-trading organization. As in income and expenditure account is in the same format, that is in the trading and profit and loss account of the trading organization. In profit and loss account or trading account, we record on debit side all expenses and on credit side all income. In the similar way, we record in the income and expenditure account. Okay, that subscription is the income for non-trading organization. That's why we record that subscription on credit side, because that is income for the organization. Then that's why we record that on the credit side of income and expenditure account. Second important term in non-trading organization is donation. Okay, donation is a source of fund for the non-trading organization. An amount received from any source by way of gift. Okay, there are two types of donation: general donation and specific donation. Again, general donation is classified into or have two types: large amount and small amount. If the donation is of large amount, then we that record in the balance sheet liability side. And if that donation is small amount, that we record on income and expenditure account credit side. Why? Because that is the income for non-trading organization. That's why we record in income and expenditure account credit side. Another part of donation is there may be some specific type of donation, or we can say, for example, donation for construction of building. Okay, if such type of donation is occur, that donation we record in a balance sheet liability side. Remember, donation is an amount received from any source by way of gift. Okay, there are two types of donation: general and specific. In general, if there is amount of donation is large, that we record on liability side balance sheet. If that donation is of small amount, that we treat as income and we record income on credit side of income and expenditure account. And if there is a specific donation for specific purpose, that donation we record on liability side of balance sheet. Another terminology is legacy. Okay, legacy is nothing but the amount received by the concern as per the will of the owner. Okay, that amount we call it as a legacy, that we record on balance sheet liability side. Then entrance fee. For any event or any activity, the organization charge some entrance fee. That entrance fee is the income for non-trading organization. That's why we record that entrance fee on credit side of income and expenditure account. Life membership fee. See, subscription is annually. If any member want to make the annual membership or life membership, that we treat as a life membership, we treat as a liability and we record it in the balance sheet liability side. We treat this as a capital receipt. That's why we record it on the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay. Then another term is sale of old asset. Okay, if the organization sell old asset, that we treat, or that for that transactions or for recording that, we do two steps. First, balance, we have to subtract the amount of that asset from the asset side of the balance sheet. Balance sheet subtract from the asset. And by selling that asset, if we generate the profit, that we record on in the income and expenditure account on credit side. If the result of that selling of the asset is loss, that we record on the debit side of the income and expenditure account. If there is a profit, we record on credit side. If there is a loss, we record on the debit side of the income and expenditure account. Then sale of old newspapers and magazine. These are the recurring in nature. That's why we treat sales of old newspapers and magazines, we treat as income. And that income we record in income and expenditure account, credit side. Honorarium. Honorarium is the money paid for the persons who invited for delivery of lectures or some event. Okay, that we call it as honorarium. That honorarium is expenses from that organization point of view. That's why we record honorarium on debit side of income and expenditure account. Grants from government. This is the major source of fund for the non-trading organization. Grants from government are two types: special purpose and general purpose. Special purpose for specific activity the grant is given, that we record on liability side of the balance sheet. And if the general purpose grant is given by the government to the organization, that we treat as income and that we record on credit side of income and expenditure account. Then revenue expenses. Okay, it is also called as recurring expenses, that we record as it is expenses, we record on debit side of income and expenditure expenses account. Then revenue receipt, these are also recurring in nature. That's why the receipt means that is income, we record on credit side of income and expenditure account. Another is capital expenses. Capital expenses are non-recurring in nature, that we always record in balance sheet asset side. Remember, non-recurring expenses we record in income and expenses account or income and expenditure account, and non-recurring. Recurring we record in the income and expenditure, and non-recurring we record on the balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet asset side. Then purchase of consumable items. Okay, again this is a recurring in nature. That's why these are the expenditures we record on debit side of income and expenses account. These are the some important terms. These terms will help to understand the final accounts of non-trading organization. Final accounts are receipt and payment account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. Thank you.